Today's edition of Mac Voices is supported by MacVoices Magazine, our free Flipboard magazine that brings you some of the best Mac, iPhone, and iPad productivity tips on the web. High in signal, low in noise, just like Mac Voices, MacVoices Magazine includes information on how you can get more out of your Apple technology. Subscribe at macvoices.com/magazine or search for Mac Voices Magazine on Flipboard. Welcome to Mac Voices. This is a talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, it seems like this year things are just falling into place. There's so many conferences, so many things happening. WWDC is coming up this time, though. It's in San Jose as opposed to San Francisco. One of the events that I was hoping would make the transition, and it has, is AltConf. And here to talk about it is one of the founders of AltConf, Mr. Rob Elkin. Rob, it's great to see you.
It's great to be here, Chuck. Thanks.
It's great to have you, and I'm delighted that AltConf is making the move to San Jose as well. I think a lot of us were holding our breaths, wondering if it would happen, and it looks like it's going to go full steam ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's a fun change. It's good to keep it fresh, and yeah, it certainly keeps us on our toes. But yeah, it should be a good year. We're pretty excited about it.
Well, I would think so. I've watched AltConf evolve in San Francisco as part of WWDC. Now we're talking about a whole new evolution because in San Francisco it kept growing and growing. It looks like, though, this time you're acknowledging that the size of it, and you found a nice new home.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we had lots of space to expand, and we had a really great partner in San Francisco in the AMC. We had lots of space to expand, but our venue in San Jose is bigger still and really flexible, and also really close to WWDC. We're literally in a building that shares a door with them. We have a walkway directly to WWDC. It's pretty fantastic location, and means that we have lots and lots of space. I think this is probably we probably have as much space here or more space than we've ever had in San Francisco. Or more capacity is probably a better way of putting it. So we've capacity for up to 900 people, which is just amazing.
Well, now we're talking about the San Jose Marriott, and that too was a bit of a relief, because one of the secrets of your success has been that the WWDC itself and AltConf could sort of cross-pollinate. People would literally walk across the street to go to one event or the other, so they felt like they were attending both. And the fact that you've been able to continue that tradition, I think, just says nothing but good things for AltConf. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that, like you said, it's been one of the key parts of our success, and it really helps to build an amazing community as well. So just being in close proximity means that if you want to come to AltConf, if you want to come to WWDC, you can do one, you can do both, but everybody meets and everybody mingles, and that's really great. And then just the venue, the location where we are this year is both great for WWDC, great for us, but we also are in really close proximity to some of our other community neighbors as well. So Layers and CocoConf are both in that very, very small area as well, which means that it just adds more to the community vibe to it.
Yeah, and that's been kind of the key thing that you all have always stressed, was the community vibe, that this is about the community. It's not just about Apple, it's not just about the developers conference, but it's about the developer community.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what we're building, right? We don't build a conference to build a conference. We built it for the community and by the community, and that's a pretty core tenet of why we do it and what we do. So yeah, it's pretty fantastic that it's all coming together in that way.
So I know that so far you've made some speaker announcements. Let's talk a little bit about those, who you've announced and who those folks are.
Yeah, sure. Well, let me go and find the announcement first off. Yeah, so we've announced some really great people. However, I think it's important to note that whilst I'm one of the founders of AltConf, I'm not doing the day-to-day running of it anymore, and we have a great team that's doing that. So I'm maybe not as close to all of the speaker announcements as they're going to be. However, we've got some awesome people. We've announced 5 people so far. There's lots and lots more coming. We've got Virginia Roberts, Greg Heo, Daniel Steinberg, Alicia Carr, and James Dempsey, and that's a pretty awesome lineup to kick things off. But of course, we've done a lot of the selection now. We're notifying people. We're making sure that they can make it, and then we'll do more announcements over the next couple of weeks.
Rob, I've watched AltConf try different things and also sort of adapt to the facilities. One of the things with AMC in San Francisco, of course, is you had the nice big theaters. Before that, you had tried some labs in different areas. What do you have in mind this year? Is it going to be principally presentations in those 2 theaters?
Yeah, sure. So it's a very so the Marriott that we're in has a really nice kind of conference ballroom that we're planning on using primarily, and we'll use that for 2 tracks. So about space for about 450 people per track for speakers. Then on the Monday morning, we're actually going to keep that whole room as one room for watching the keynote, for watching the State of the Union, and for a special live podcast by Marco Arment. So we're going to have space for about 900 people. It's going to be a really fantastic atmosphere in there. But then we're also bringing back the lab space, which we weren't really able to do whenever we were in the AMC in San Francisco. And so we're bringing that back as a community space, which people can, volunteer to run an event in there, or run labs, or do whatever they want in there, and we'll help to promote that. We'll give the space, we'll give them the time, and they can do that. So we're really getting the best of all worlds with the space that we have this year.
That's fantastic. So there's going to be a lot happening between now and then. So we want to make sure we send people to the website, of course, which is altconf.com. Yep. That way you can find out all the announcements as they come out, get all the details of the location. Rob, what about one of my favorite topics, is the financing of these things, because unfortunately they do cost money. The San Jose Marriott costs money. How are you handling sponsorships or tickets or whatever this year?
Yeah, so we've gone with the model that we've gone with for quite a few years now. We have both sponsors and we have optional paid for tickets. So we always want AltConf to be free for the majority of people to come to. And so it is. You can come to AltConf as a free attendee. If you feel like we provide some great value and you want to support us financially in some small way, or if you just want a way to validate to your boss that you need to come to San Francisco, then we have a $300 Hero Supporter ticket, which gives you a guaranteed entry at the start and the middle of the day, so that you can get the best seats in the house, as well as some other like swag and perks and stuff like that. That's if you want to support us and help us to continue to put on an event. And then we also, of course, have sponsors who generously help us to get the funds that we need, because ticket sales are a very, very small part, and we mostly do that just so people can feel like they contribute. Yes, it does contribute to us, but doesn't go all the way to covering all of our costs. And so we have some great sponsors. We've got IBM, we've got iMazing, BuddyBuild, Atlassian, Microsoft, Bugsy, Mac Stadium, Realm, PSPDF Kit, and Raise Labs, who are all helping us to put on a great event.
That's terrific. It's so good. It's so nice to see companies like that step up to help you put on a community event. And you're right. You can't cover all the costs that way. You can't cover all the costs with the tickets. It's got to be something that everybody wants. And I know I'm looking forward to it again, to seeing you and the team and seeing what kind of presentations are up, because it's quite a bit different than WWDC. Over on that side of the street, if you will, it's more of the technical stuff. This is much more the community stuff. And some of the topics last year, I sat in and thought, well, this may be interesting, and I came away just fascinated by the way the developer minds work and the way the developer community works.
Yeah. Well, we try and put on both technical and non-technical talks. So we try to help people to see different sides from being in the community, so see different perspectives. We try to do some stuff about business, some stuff about design, some stuff about ethics, some stuff about diversity and things like that in our industry. And it's about having a well-rounded set of speakers and a well-rounded set of topics that helps everyone to come away learning something rather than just being incredibly technically focused.
Well, I don't know. With your busy schedule, I hope we can get you back on between now and then, or somebody from AltConf that you designate. But if not, I definitely will see you in San Jose, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm happy to, if we can find the time, come back on for a quick chat. We've got a couple of announcements that are coming up, obviously the speaker stuff, but we've got a couple that I can't quite let you in on just yet. However, I'm happy to come on closer to the time, which is only 4 weeks away now. We'll hopefully have something out in the next week or so, which will be a really big announcement, and that's really exciting. And I'll come on and have a chat about that. And then whenever you are in San Jose, I do hope that you'll use the space to do some video recordings. We're going to get a big, huge AltConf banner so that people can do video podcasts and stuff like that with that as a nice backdrop. And yeah, I want people to come and use the space to do things like that as they do every year. So I hope that you'll do that, Chuck.
Well, great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely will. And I'm going to take this opportunity to say to the audience, if you are a developer and you would like to talk on camera about your project, come and find me. Rob will have to tell me exactly where I'm going to go, but you're absolutely welcome. I'd love to chat with you. Rob, you're welcome anytime. All you have to do is blow the whistle and we'll fire up the cameras and get going. So thank you so much. I will see you in San Jose.
Awesome. Thanks, Chuck.
And again, folks, altconf.com is where you can go to find all the information. I encourage you to check it out. I encourage you to attend. I definitely encourage you to help support this great community event. Until the next time, I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.